Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Brick Show. Today we are continuing with if Lego made this this theme, how would it look? And this video is going to be based off the video game Hollow Knight, which I know is kind of a weird one because I haven't really talked about Hollow Knight on this channel before, but this is like one of my favorite video games of all time. I absolutely love this game. So this is, if anything, more of like a personal video, rather than like, something for like the actual theme. This is just like an idea that I wanted to share about if Lego were to make a Hollow Knight theme, which is definitely never going to happen, but if it were to, what would it be like? I don't know. This is just much more of like a personal video because I really do love this game a lot, even though obviously it's never going to happen. They're never going to make a Lego Hollow Knight theme. I'm pretty sure. I think it's too small of a fan base, unfortunately, even though it is fairly popular. So for the Hollow Knight theme, I was thinking at least one set based off of each area in the map of the game, and each set includes the knight, the main character, the character that you play as the minifigure. So sets like the Battle of the Mantis Lords, which I think would be like $40 or around there, including the 3 Mantis Lord minifigures, and the build is being, their thrones. Other sets like the Corrupted Hollow Knight, which would be more like $100, including Hornet, the Hollow Knight as a minifigure, the Radiance as a minifigure, and the build would be like the actual Black Egg arena that you fight the Hollow Knight in. Be kind of like the only kind of thing here about some of these sets is that they might be a little bit plain, because not to say that the game is plain, but it's a little bit more darker color scheme, and there isn't a lot of what's the word? There isn't a ton of like crazy sets that you could really do off of this theme. Like I'm just comparing it, for instance, to like Adventure Time, where there's a ton of notable locations. They all are very unique looking, and they're all very different. But with this game, it's a lot of like flat ground because you're just kind of playing. It's kind of it's like a 2D But what are those games called? I don't even remember what those games are called. But they're like a 2D game that you just kind of climb up. You fight a couple enemies and stuff like that. So I just think that some of like the actual areas of the builds might be a little bit flat, might be a little bit plain. But it would still be really cool to have. I'm thinking this in particular with this Black Egg set because I'm thinking it would be like the full hallway leading up to the actual Black Egg arena where the Hollow Knight is held, and it would just be kind of like some of those spires that light up, and then there's like the bench, and that's really it. Otherwise, just like it's mostly just flat ground. So that's what I'm thinking there for that. But regardless, I think it would still be really cool. First, D2C set ideas. One in particular here would be a D2C version of Dirtmouth, which is the first, well, not the first, but one of the main kind of like hub area of the game, basically, which comes with all the Dirtmouth resident NPC characters, which are, characters such as like the Mapmaker guy, Cornifer. There's characters like the Elder Bug. There's Zote the Mighty. Like a ton of those weird kind of like NPC characters that are in this game would be included in this giant D2C set of Dirtmouth. The build would just be all the shops of Dirtmouth, the map shop, the charm shop and stuff like that. So it'd be a bunch of different like stores and stuff, and that would be kind of like the build, most likely all connected on like one giant base plate is kind of what I'm thinking. But still be really cool. So all those builds there, and then I was thinking similar to how Diagon Alley had like a secret build, had like a secret minifigure thing with a secret build. I was thinking for this secret build or secret minifigure, it would be the Zote the Mighty. Like it would include Zote the Mighty as a minifigure, and then the build would be the statue of Zote, which is under one of the shops in Dirtmouth. There's a statue of Zote, like a giant big version of him, and I think that could be a really cool like secret build for this D2C, again similar to Diagon Alley. So that's what I'm thinking there. And then I'm thinking there would also be a minifigure series that would include the Dreamnail Ghost boss fight characters, such as characters like Gorb and Marmu, and as well as another minifigure series including some of the enemy characters that might not actually make it into the actual sets, characters such as the Moss Knight and the Husk Miner. So I'm kind of thinking, 2 minifigure series for this theme, 12 characters each. Again, the first minifigure series would include some of the Dreamnail Ghost boss fight characters, because there's a ton of those, and I feel like I feel like it wouldn't really work as just a standalone set. Like if it's like a little $10 set with just the knight and then the actual the actual Dreamnail Ghost boss, and then like some small build. I don't know. I feel like I already did that idea with the Mortal Kombat theme that I did. Go check out that video if you haven't. So I want to kind of, switch it up a little bit and instead have these characters be included in a minifigure series. And then again, the second minifigure series would be for other enemy characters that might not make it into full-blown sets. There's obviously going to be sets based off, like I said here, based off of each area of the map. So I'm thinking for like the, I don't even know. Let me think for a minute. The Crystal Peak, for instance, there would be like a Crystal Peak set, and it would include I don't know all the enemy characters' names, but like the giant, like, shelled bug with like spikes that comes out of them. They could be like the flying guy who shoots crystals. Like and the couple of a couple of the miners and stuff. But there would be also other characters that wouldn't really work with some of the actual sets. So just throw them in a minifigure series, and you can just basically buy a ton of them if you want to kind of army build them in some way, which I think could be also really cool and be a lot of fun to do. So that's what I'm thinking there for the Hollow Knight theme. Again, this is just kind of a quick video that I wanted to do because I've always thought, like, what if LEGO actually made a Hollow Knight theme? That would be really cool. And I really love Hollow Knight as a video game. And, yeah, I would just love to see it in LEGO. But probably never going to happen, unfortunately. But that's okay. Anyways, there you have it. That is that video. If you enjoyed that video, do the cool YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.